Welcome to Facilitation TV, the program that helps you tap into our experience in facilitation and working with teams, and that you can take away and apply that information. My name's Andrew Huffer, and today I'm joined by my colleague Bevan Andrew. Welcome, Bevan.
Thank you, Andrew.
And we've also got Bruce Sachuk back. Bruce is the guy who scratches around looking for answers and is there for us in a time of need. Welcome, Bruce.
Welcome, Bruce.
Andrew. Today, we're looking at how you get to the point of wrapping up a workshop when things are a bit shaky. So, Bevan, I'm really interested to hear from your perspective, from your 1,200 plus workshops that you've run. Is this is a scenario? You're running behind time, but the discussion's still pretty vibrant, but it's moving all over the place. And you need to get to consensus in the next 9 minutes before 5 o'clock, when for whatever reason people suddenly disappear. How do you wrap things up? How do you go about just bring it all in?
It is one. It's a challenging one. It's the as you said, the surreptitious look at the watch, the realization that there is 9 or 10 minutes to go. I guess in that instant, the first thing I do is take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Just go. All right, we're going to have to go now. I will often say to people, I want you to hit the pause button. Okay, as a sign. Hit the pause button here. I will summarise the 3-4 key options very quickly, not in detail, perhaps on a sheet, perhaps on a whiteboard. I will then in fact say to them and outline to them, we have 9 minutes to go. We need to get to where you wanted to get to. So I'll put that, almost echoes back to the Blues Brothers again. And then I will actually have those options up and I will say to people, I want you to come forward and tick your preference and leave it just at that. Let the data speak then. Let them come forward. If a few say, oh, I'm not sure, I will encourage them, just go with it. Where are we up to here? Let them come forward, let them tick. If in fact we see visually, strongly, there's a really strong tick on certain of the objectives, I'll just let the group reflect and say, that's where it seems to be. If in fact it comes out perfectly spread across the 3 options, then I will let the group also say, you know what, we are still really split on this, and I will say to them, so what do we need to do as the next step from here?
Yep.
Do you need to meet again? I take that approach rather than desperately trying to push through and get another 20 minutes work done in 9 minutes, because that usually doesn't work.
Yeah, and where you said about that, do we need to meet again? I think that's probably going to give you a better outcome rather than something that's a bit half-hearted they've agreed to just for the sake of time.
Yeah. So I think once again it's about putting the power back with the group there, leaving aside your own expectations of, oh, we should have got to actually there. It's actually up to the group. If they have got to a stage where they are still split on it, that tells them as much as it tells you.
Yeah, we're not at the right point yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I guess that's one of those key things about facilitation there. It is always with the people that you're working with. It's not about you imposing what you're trying to do.
No, definitely not.
And Bruce, any comment from Bruce on this one?
Bruce's favourite approach is to go back to episode 6 and talk about what, so what, and now what. Bruce and I had a bit of a chat before the episode started, and he said he finds that a great way of just for people to summarise, like you referred to earlier. Here's what we tried to set out to do today. Here have been some of the impacts of the issues we've discussed, and we're now at the point of the now what are we going to do? So it's really to help refocus that where to now question. And I like the way you mentioned, we've got 9 minutes, because if you're really specific with that timing, it really sticks in people's minds rather than saying, oh, I've got 10 or 15 minutes, because that can be anything for people. Once you start getting specific, and Bruce agrees with me on this, that really gets people's attention. So I think they're 2 really good ways just to get people refocused, on track, and clear on which way we go from here.
Great. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Bruce.
No worries, Bruce. Good to see you again. And thanks, folks, for tuning in. And we're looking forward to seeing you in episode 9 of Facilitation TV. Ciao.